Greetings. In this part of our discussion, we are trying to shed some light over the terrorism and the mass murder of the criminal nation, a criminal nation named the Israeli nation. We are speaking about their history of terrorism and mass murder against the Palestinians 3,000 years back to understand what they are doing today against the Palestinians and how they used to kill every living soul with the edge of the sword. And we said that those who lie from the Zionists in the West attacking Islam and saying it's a religion of the sword, no. Your book, your God, of the Jewish Christian book, teaches the religion of the sword, not Islam, not Quran. Very well. Let's continue our reflection from the Judeo-Christian book. Let's go to the book of Joshua, chapter 8, verse 5. Let's read. I and all those with me will advance on the city, and when the men come out against us, as they did before, we will flee from them. It's a trap. They are planning for a trap. They will attack the city with a small number of people, warriors. Those are the Israelis. They will attack the city, and then when the soldiers from the city come out after them, they will run for the ambush, because there is an ambush planned for this. They will pursue us until we have lured them away from the city. This is the plan, to take them away from the city, so that the other group will go behind them into the city. For they will say, they are running away from us as they did before. So when we flee from them, you are to rise up from ambush and take the city. As I said, the Lord your God will give it into your hand. God will give it into your hand. God of Israel is involved in this terrorism. When you have taken the city, set it on fire. Okay, we heard that before, right? Every city they destroy with fire. So much hate and terrorism in those people. Do what the Lord has commanded. This is upon the Lord commands. This is what God of Israel orders. This is what the Christian God of love, according to their lies, they spread. According to the book 1 John in the New Testament. See to it. Make sure to do what you are told. You have my orders. This is Joshua, a prophet, a man of the Lord. These are the orders, like we saw from great Moses. Those in the ambush also came out of the city against them, so that they were caught in the middle with Israelites on both sides. The ambush worked. Israel cut them down, leaving them neither survivors nor fugitives. Don't take no prisoners. Don't leave any living soul. Leaving them neither survivors, no one survived, nor fugitives, and nobody could fly or escape. They destroyed every single one of them. Take prisoners, it's not in their calendar, vocabulary, dictionary. No POWs, prisoners of war. But they took the king of Ai alive and brought him to Joshua, the king, the royalty, who used to be a king. You know how kings are treated. Nobility, kings, royalty. When Israel had finished killing all the men of Ai in the fields and in the wilderness where they had chased them, and when every one of them had been put to the sword, the religion of the sword, dear stupid Zionists who attack Islam, This is the religion of the sword. Your book describe your faith as a religion of the sword. The stupidity of the sword is in your book, not in the Quran. All the Israelis returned to Ai and killed those who were in it. Killed everybody. They killed everybody. Killed those who were in it. Means everybody. 12,000 men and women fell that day. 12,000. Mass murder. Massacre. A huge massacre. Exactly what's happening today. In every village they entered in 1948, that thousands were massacred from the Palestinians. That caused thousands, hundreds of thousands to escape, to run to the neighboring countries. Up north, Lebanon, Syria, out east, Jordan, and to the rest of the world as refugees. And in the south, toward Egypt. All the people of Ai, they killed them all. For Joshua did not draw back the hand that held out his javelin until he had destroyed all who lived in Ai. He raised his hand, he will not put it down until every living soul is dead. They killed them all. When he made sure every living thing is dead, every human being, women, men, little children, everything is dead, he will put his hand down. But Israel did carry off for themselves the livestock and plunder of this city. So they stole everything, all the belongings of the people that they killed. This is their habit. This is the usual way, as the Lord has instructed Joshua. So based on the instruction of a terrorist God, all this is taking place. Because they believe in this as the word of God. So it must be, according to them. Verse 28 says, so Joshua burned Ai. Again, he killed everybody, he stole what he stole, he plundered the gold, the silver, the iron, the bronze, and then he burned the city. He impaled the body of the king of Ai on a pole and left it there until evening. At sunset, Joshua ordered them to take the body from the pole and throw it down at the entrance of the city gate. And they raised a large pile of rocks over it, which remains to this day. Now, we hear some Christian preachers, they lie and say that the cross was never known before Jesus was crucified. While according to the Muslims, even Pharaoh, when he killed the magicians who went against Moses, he crucified them. The cross is well known, It's almost the shape of the cross today, but with a little circle on top. It's called the key of the Nile for all pharaohs. With the head like a human head, and then the arms stretch, like a cross, and the body. This is the key of the Nile since the Pharaoh's time. So those preachers should stop lying. Jesus was not, or the false crucifixion of Jesus is not the event to start crucifixion. It is well known in history, past. Very well. So again, kill every living, breathing creature with the edge of the sword and steal all their belongings. Gold, silver, you name it, whatever they have, get it. Take it to yourself. Because they are thugs, thieves, murderers who commit mass murder and steal everything they can put their hands on. Most likely they kill all the people so that nobody will keep the gold from them. So this is the story of the Israeli nation and their terrorism, their massacres in the past and today. But the Western media is covering up because of their stupidity, nothing less. All right, let's continue looking at this terrorist nation and the mass murder, the massacres, the bloodshed of the innocent, and did not spare even the children, the little children. Most of their victims are from the little children, always. Take care.